Mike Rondo here. Welcome back, everybody. If you're new, I'm Mike Rondo. Welcome to my channel. If you're old, hello again, friends. Tonight's video is one that I wasn't intending because I got a pipe and cigar order that came in today. So it's a show and tell video, but I got some other stuff to talk about too. And one of the things that came, first off, which I'll be smoking tonight, is one of these. As you know, I had, 2 videos ago? I had one of these, and really good. Although this one looks a little, doesn't look, why isn't that, I don't know why that's not working, but, oh well. Anyway, usually this works. I don't know why this is a problem. Kinda. There we go. It's almost working. Well, anyway, I don't know why. Could be the lighting. But anyway, so tonight I'm going to smoke that. Talk about the other stuff I got. And I'm going to punch a hole in the end here. Hey, there we go. See, it looks a little not wrapped so well, which is unusual. But anyway, I'm going to poke a hole. Hope I don't screw it up. Slow and steady. With my, there you go, with my whole, let's see if you can see it there. See, right there, doesn't look so good. But anyway, so there we go. The other reason I got this is because it is summer, and I smoke cigars more in the summer because I'm outside more, it's nice out, the humidity, the heat, it just beckons to be a cigar type of situation. That's not to say I don't smoke pipes. As you know, I do smoke my pipes. But anyway, let's get into this. Let's light the old Zippo here. Let's see if I get the foot to be even. I do try to get this almost perfect, although I think I screwed up. My friend Bill is right. These are nice and smooth, pleasant. Oh, I gotta get my ashtray here. I gotta clean the shed of solitude here. Alright. Put the old lighter there. Put the cigar down. So, I got these. Great cigar. Pleasant. It's a good shed cigar. It's a high-class shed cigar. That's what this is. So, I'm enjoying that. And this is probably, well, it's the best out of the pipe stuff I got. And that is Russ's Ice Cream. As you know, earlier on in this channel, this is what I was smoking. I just loved it. I could smell this all day, all night. It's one of my favorite aromatics. Well, I don't know if it's officially an aromatic. It's just it's just damn good. I highly recommend this. This is in my. I might even have to get more than this. This is 2 ounces. I'm probably gonna have to get way more than this next, and I might order more, to be honest. And then this is the other one I was talking about the other day. This is from Briarworks. Bacon Old Fashioned. I'm tempted to do a tin note, but should I save this for a review? I mean, I love, the cool thing is it comes in a mason jar. I mean, how cool is that? So now I can have when I'm done with this, sure, it's smaller than the others, but I think that's a pretty cool idea by Briarworks. The date on this is 5/18/20, which is interesting because that's a day before my my daughter's birthday, and a few days after the Cantina Cast was established. But anyway, so there's that. I'll put him over here, and Russ can go up here. And then this one I had to get from GLP's because of the name. Let's see. I just want to read this real quick. But anyway, let's get into this. So this is called Cumberland, or Cumberland, as I say it in Rhode Island, because that's my hometown in Rhode Island. Cumberland, Rhode Island. So when I saw it, I had to get it. I know this is probably for the Cumberland River and all that stuff, although Cumberland, Rhode Island, I believe is the first Cumberland in all the land of the United States. So I'm going to go with that anyway. So if you're from Cumberland, on the Cumberland River or whatever, you can dispute me. That's fine. I don't care. And the date on this one is 3/16/20. I'll keep that because March is when all the bad crap happened with this virus we got going around. So I'm tempted to do a tin note, but I'll save it for a review. These two I'll probably do over the weekend coming up. So look for that. And I still got to get the Gentleman Caller again, because that's just a damn good smoke. Much like this Davidoff. I gotta say, the little trick with the punching a hole with the oh my god, I can't even remember what it is. The timbre, sorry. Whew, man, losing my mind. Which is like a George Bruno trick that I learned. So thank you, George. It works out well. You got to know what you're doing. You can't just jab it in there and break it and poke it out the other side. You just got to be slow and steady. That's all I can say. It's a great cigar. Great night. It's not so hot in the shed. It's tolerable. Tolerable. I can't. It's a long, crazy word. In here. You know what the problem is? I was thinking of the word as I was saying it, and that's what throws you off. So it's not bad. The door's open a little. I got a slight breeze. It's not too bad. Listen to the crickets. And I'm going to close the door because I think Rocky the dog is out, and we don't want to deal with that. And I think, speaking of George, I think he's right because I watched a few of his pipe smoking videos, some of his early ones, just because they're very relaxing, and I laugh because, and this must be a universal thing when you do these talking head videos, like outside and in a shed. It's got to be a universal law where dogs will come running around. You hear kids yelling in the background, lawnmowers, weed whackers, snow blowers, all that stuff. Fun stuff. But what I originally intended for tonight's video was, this has happened a few times with my Facebook. As I wake up in the morning, I'm checking my Facebook. I click on my memories, or my memories pop up and say, hey, this is your memory for the such and such. And I click on it, and I go down to, it brings me, this was a rough patch in my life in 2013. So I go back and I see some posts that I did in 2013. And man, I was in a really weird, bad place. The lowest I've been ever. And I can laugh at it now. I can look at it. I think I remember a couple of years ago looking at it, and it popped up. I was really embarrassed. I was like, oh man. And it's funny because I see other people do this on social media where they post their drama or they air their dirty laundry out because they're struggling, and it's really a cry for help, because that's what it was for me when I was doing it. it wasn't the way to go about getting help. But I also have some dark humor. I tend to laugh in dark situations, or when I get into that, well, when I was in that low point, I kind of laugh at myself, and people think you shouldn't. Like, you get into that mode of, like, even when I got injured, like I had a few years ago, my knee had an infection. It was this grotesque thing. I'll talk about it another time. But and thanks to my sister for saving me, for prescribing me antibiotics, because I was on my way out, really, with blood poisoning and whatnot. So yeah, I lost my train of thought there. But anyway, well, it takes a lot for me to reach out for people, or at least it used to. So, but anyway, I'll move along. Get back to my original point. So my point being is I laugh in the face of situations like that. Like, my life was threatening, and I was making jokes, and my sister was, well, she didn't find it amusing. I did, because that's, laughter's the best medicine, I guess. So I was going with that. She disagrees. Same thing when I fell off the boosted board a year ago. I laughed at myself, and it's a good thing I had my helmet. And the funny thing with that day was I wasn't going to wear my helmet. But I said at the last minute, I'll wear it. And thankfully I did, because I would be in a bad situation had I not. I got to open the door again. Apparently the dog's not there. So the point being is, like, and I remember this time because the past few days there were some posts that I'd post during 2013, and one of them was going to the therapist, which was a weird experience for me, because I like psychology. I've studied it, and I'm no expert by any means. I didn't go to school for it or anything like that. I know a few psychologists. My friend Adam, great guy. It's just a hobby of mine, like, kind of, or something I'm intrigued by, because, like I said before, I wanted to be a profiler long ago. So psychology was something I'm into. So when I went into this thing, I didn't lay out everything on the table. I held some of the cards. It's just who I am. And that was wrong. So if you do need help, and you're going to seek help, you got to tell them everything. They're not going to be able to help you if you keep things locked in. So I didn't tell all the cards. It kind of helped a little bit. I'll say the benefit with that was venting to someone or talking to someone. That felt good. That was a good thing. So I did get something. So it did flatten things out for me. But it did, at my lowest point, I remember it was August 10th, 2013, and it got really, really dark. I did some drinking. I had my 45 in front of me, and I was going to end it all. But I thought of a few things. My daughter. I could never put my daughter through that. And then I thought of my old man. He went off to Vietnam and saw enough bloodshed and misery to last a lifetime, which it has for him. And I said I couldn't do that to my best friend and my buddy and my hero. I couldn't do that to him either. And then I even said to myself, what the hell are you doing, you idiot? Snap out of this. You're better than this. And that's true. And that low point set the path or the trajectory of where I am today, and getting straight. At the end of the day, it takes us to tackle our own demons. It comes within. There are circumstances where there's mental issues going on and a professional needs to help you. But I think the general population, I think someone like me suffered with depression, struggled with their emotions, didn't know how to be a man, that type of thing. You have to find it within yourself. And I think that's where, like, the journey with Stoicism and other philosophies, getting back into that, which was what was helping me back in 2004 and 5 and 6 when I got into that. But then life happens, and I went a different path, and I didn't stay focused. Whereas now, I think a little bit of age, you get more mature and a little wiser, and you kind of like, you get a better perspective on things. So if you're struggling, I say seek help. Hell, you can DM me or send me a message and I'll be happy to talk to you off the ledge or just someone to vent to. I don't judge anybody. I find no reason. I'd like to help people. But one of my best traits is that I actually am a good listener. I don't always give the best advice, though. I don't think, but some people tell me otherwise. But in any case, if you're struggling, there's help. I would suggest finding a book on Stoicism or any philosophy book. Just start somewhere with it, with philosophy or psychology. Get to know your inner self, and kind of meet those demons head on. I always call my dark side my inner Sith. It's a Star Wars reference, in case you don't know. I think most of you do, and I always wanted to destroy that, and I think I even mentioned this before on the channel, where I tried to completely eradicate it, but then you have to embrace and accept that side of you and keep it in check. And that's where I am now. I'm still struggling with things myself, but I'm better prepared for life, my emotions, and whatnot. And even today, I got some kind of disappointing news or work-related, but I realize at the end of the day, as the Stoics point out, that's not in your control. But what you can control is your reaction to the situation, and you can change things if you want. It's up to you. If you're not happy there, you go somewhere else or do something else and find that happiness, right? Wow, this is really kind of a serious show and tell tonight. I didn't mean for it to get that way, but I think it's just important. If you're struggling, seek help. There's no need to suffer alone, and life is worth living, even if it's kind of meaningless. But you got to give it meaning, and you'll find your happiness. You just gotta dig deep and heal yourself. It's not easy, and I'm still working on it. But look at it this way. This cigar here, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. It's one of the pleasures in life is smoking a lovely cigar. Even if you're not into cigars, there's something you got to be into that relaxes you. Reading a book, smoking a pipe, playing video games, good escapism. That's a whole other thing I'll talk about again. Creating a podcast, doing something constructive or something that relaxes you is a good way for you to find that purpose, meaning, and kind of distract you. And I appreciate things like this. Sitting in my shed, my corner of the universe here, being able to smoke a cigar, talking into this nice camera to all of you, and my life's pretty darn good. A lot better than a lot of people in the world, So, perspective, that's the thing that helped me always through all this, is getting that perspective of my position in the world and seeing other people suffering, struggling, emotionally, financially, physically, all those, health, everything. I have a pretty damn good life, so I can't complain. That does help me get through a lot of bad shit, to be honest, because there's nothing for me to really complain about. Anyway, so that's tonight's video, really. Kind of rambling some thoughts, and I will say this. I wouldn't post stuff on social media like I was doing. I posted some stupid shit, some sexual stuff of women in provocative clothing, and then some other dark humor stuff, and then some suicidal stuff, and just downright stupid shit that you shouldn't do. I would suggest getting in touch with a friend, and that helped too. My best friend at the time, we don't speak to each other anymore for other reasons, not because of this. It was good to lean on him and talk. We always did that for each other, have a sounding board. speak to your friend, your close friend, and tell them all this shit, even if it's twisted, crazy crap. They may judge you a little bit, but I think they'd rather judge you than, while you're alive than 6 feet under. So, that's pretty much it for tonight. I think tomorrow's Friday. Be a little bit more uplifting. We're going to try this whiskey here. What is this? High West Whiskey. American Prairie Bourbon. So we're going to try this. High West Distillery. So this will be tomorrow. So look for that. That'll be another whiskey review. And that'll probably be, then I got the Thomas 2 rum that I'll do sometime next week because I'm on vacation next week. Well, after Monday I'll be on vacation. Well, I'll be off for 4 days, 6 days. And so I'll do that review too. That'll be fun. All right, well, that's going to do it for tonight. I will see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy your night or your morning if you watch this tomorrow morning or afternoon or whenever the hell you watch it. Have a good day. And things aren't as bad as you think if you're having a little bit of trouble. Like I said, get in touch with me if you need to and all that stuff. I want to try this one little feature on the remote here. It didn't do too much. Anyway, that was for my humor, not yours. Anyway, I'm out of here, guys and gals. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.